Hi everyone, welcome back to Impact Pilates YouTube channel. My name is Amanda. For today's class, we have a theme of spirals and twists. So there's going to be a lot of rotation-based exercises. We will be doing some rollover exercises, so we will be coming up to the mid-thoracic spine, or upper thoracic spine, sorry. And we will be doing some like plank-based exercises as well. So I will say today's class is a little playful at some aspects. Like some exercises, they're not as traditional as you may be used to. So I ask that you come with a curious mind, ready to explore. But I will also say that this is definitely a little more towards an intermediate level class. So if you are working with any injuries, especially through your neck, through your back, wrist, elbows, because again, there is some planking, we are doing some rolling over, probably not an appropriate class to start with. Or if you are brand new to Pilates, this probably isn't an appropriate class to start with. Okay, so with that, we're going to go ahead and get started. We don't need any props. You're going to come down into your mat. We're just going to start in a seated position, knees bent, feet flat, hands just resting right on top of your thighs. We're going to take a nice big inhale here. And on the exhale, we're going to nod the chin and let the spine round forward. Again, because we're going to be doing a lot of rotations and a lot of articulation, I really want you to focus on getting that nice sense of length and stretch through the mid-back. And as you breathe, I want you to think of sending your breath into the backs and sides of your rib cage, really creating space there through the back. And then exhaling out through the mouth as if you were blowing out a steady stream of birthday candles. Okay? 2 more times. Take another big inhale, focusing on sending that breath into the mid-back, into the back rib cage, not up into your shoulders and neck. And then exhaling out through the mouth. Doing that 1 more time, another big inhale here. And then on the exhale, let's go ahead and rebuild that spine from bottom to top. Now we're just going to rotate over to the left side. So as my right hand comes over my left knee, my left hand just comes back. I take an inhale here. On the exhale, I nod the chin, let the spine round forward here in that rotation. Taking an inhale, focusing on that space in between the right rib cage and the right bottom of the pelvis. This time on the exhale, I'm going to stack my spine right back up. Then I'm going to rotate over to my right side. Taking an inhale here. On the exhale, I'm nodding the chin, rounding my spine forward. Staying here for 1 breath. And then on the exhale, stacking my spine all the way up. Coming to center. Take your sits bones, slide them towards your heels, and then go ahead and grab behind your thighs and roll the spine down to your mat. We're going to come to a neutral position through the pelvis, then have our feet, knees, and inner thighs all squeezed together. If you can, take your arms, and we're going to make like a goalpost position. Okay, so my elbows are down in line with my shoulders, my hands are up in line with my elbows. So this would be same if you're standing up against the wall and going to do wall slides. Same positioning with the upper body. Now you may have to kind of play with your range of motion depending on what's comfortable for your shoulder. And you may not get your hands all the way to the ground, and that's okay as well. Starting here in this neutral, we're going to take the left arm. I just want you to slide it up overhead as far as you can go, getting that nice stretch through the lat on that left side, and then bend that elbow and bring it back down. And we're going to alternate. So now we're doing this on the right side. I'm using that exhale to straighten that elbow up. We inhale, bend the elbow, bring it back down. Let's do that again on the left side. We exhale to reach. Still again thinking of my principles, trying to maintain my rib cage placement, maintain that neutral pelvic placement. Bend and bring that elbow down. Right arm, exhale, it reaches. Inhale, bend, bring it back. Now I'm going to add my lower body, keeping my feet down. I'm allowing both of my knees to fall to the right. So I'm getting that rotation through the pelvis and lumbar, trying to keep both shoulders down as I reach my left arm up. And now initiate from those internal obliques to pull those knees back center as you bend your elbow. Now let the knees drop to the left as you reach that right arm. Even though it's a drop into the stretch, still keep it controlled. You are still controlling the movement. And then pulling back in. This isn't a passive drop. This is an active stretch and rotation. Reach. And then pulling back in. Good, moving to the left, reaching that right arm. And then we pull back in, holding here. We're going to bring now that right leg up to tabletop, that left leg up to match. So opening that change, making it a little bit more work for the obliques. Both knees drop to the right as I reach my left arm. And then I pull back center again using my obliques. Dropping my knees to the left. Keeping the inner thighs connected as I reach my right arm. Scooping up through the obliques. The range of motion is probably a little smaller here. I move right. Use that inhale to come back. And then we move left, using the obliques to create the range. Scoop up. Let's do one more time each side here. Remember that ankles and the knees are staying in line with each other. Scooping up through the obliques to come center. Last time we reach. And pulling in. Now opening the arms out to the side, palms face down. The movement of your lower body is going to stay the same, but we're going to add a little scissoring action through the knees and the hips. When I rotate to the right, my right leg is going to reach long, my left leg reaches up, and then I pull back together as I come center. And then I'm moving now to my left. Left leg reaches long, right leg up. I have that scissor, and then I use my obliques to pull back center. We go right. And pull in. Then once you feel you have that connection through the obliques, play with that range, keeping both shoulders down, but pulling back in. Letting those legs almost reach. Get that stretch. And pull in. Moving left. And pull in. One more time each side. Right. And center. This is left. And pull center. Right leg comes down. Left leg comes down. Feet, knees, inner thighs are still all squeezed. And then we're going to bring the hands behind the head. Elbows are wide enough so you can see them out of your peripheral vision. Adding on with the upper body, we're going right into an oblique twist. We rotate and flex to the left. And keeping that neutral pelvis, we inhale, release back. So we focus on a lot of rotation through the lower body. Now we're stabilizing through the pelvis, moving through the rib cage and thoracic spine. We exhale it. Inhale back. Exhale, rotate and flex. Inhale back. Let's do 4 more here. 4. And back. This is 3. Good. Back. 2 more. 2. And release. This is 1. And release. Right leg is coming to tabletop. And then we're going to bring our left leg up to match. Inner thighs connect. Let's curl, lifting the head, neck, and shoulders. Same oblique twist, adding the lower body. We rotate and flex to the left as we reach that right leg. We pass through, reach right. Rotate left. rotate right. Even though we're adding the legs, we still have the pelvic stability, just moving from the rib cage. Exhale to rotate, inhale as you pass through, reach. This is 6, switch, 6, 5, 5, use the breath, 4, 3, 3, last, 4, 3, 2, 1, coming center, lowering the head, neck, and shoulders down. Let's grab behind the thighs, gently pull those knees into the chest, and then use that momentum to just roll yourself up to a seated position. We're gonna come back. We have our legs straight about as wide as the mat. Arms are reaching straight out in front of your shoulders. We're up as neutral as we can be. And then we're gonna rotate over the right leg, nod the chin and round the spine over that right thigh. So taking a moment, feeling that nice stretch through the back of the body. Now using the obliques to roll off those sitting bones. We're still rotated though towards the right leg. Once we're back as far as we can maintain that C curve, we bring the arms overhead so we pass through center. We rotate to the left and then round back forward over that left thigh. Feeling that stretch. And now we're going right back again, keeping that rotation to the left. We pass right through center to the right. Scoop, rounding forward. We roll back. Pass through center again. Arm height can vary depending on where you can maintain that C curve. Reach. So again, scoop, rolling back. We have that little rotation. We lift right and forward. 3 more. Back. Lift up, forward. We go back. Good, lift up, right. Last time we go back. We lift left, forward. This time we go back. We lift up, we come center. And then as we round forward, we're going to squeeze those legs together, getting a nice stretch forward through the back, and then stacking the spine back up, tail to head. We're going to go into a rollover exercise next. So I'm going to have you slide again your sits bones forward towards your heels, and I'm sliding way up so I have room to roll behind me. So that's why I'm having you come to the front of your mat. And then you're going to roll all the way back. So this exercise is called corkscrew. So if you're familiar with rollover, similar choreographies, that there's going to be a little change in the legs. Okay, so you can either like watch once and then move with me, or follow along with the cues. So we're coming down, and I'm going to have you find your imprinted position. And we're going to bring our legs up to tabletop, inner thighs connect together, and then we're reaching both legs out in a long diagonal. We're inhaling to fold at the hip, and on the exhale, we're rolling over to the widest part of the shoulder blades. Legs are directly behind. Now from here, you're taking both of your legs, and I want you to bring them over. So you're thinking of bringing them over your right nostril or right eyebrow. So this is not a big movement. But as you roll down, you're imagining as if you're rolling down the right side of your spine. Once you get that tailbone down, the legs are going to circle right through center to the left, and then we roll up, legs right over that left eyebrow, and then come center. We come back to the left eyebrow. We roll down. We control, we circle the legs, come up on the right side, and then center. Move to the right again. Control the way down the right. Circle, swing, come up the left, and center. Move left, control down, circle around, lift right, center. Last time we go right. Roll, circle around, left, center, and then roll down through the center of the spine, reaching those legs back out in that long diagonal. Bending the knees, coming in, right leg down, left leg down, returning the pelvis back to your neutral. Awesome job, everyone. You gave that a go. Again, it's a tricky one, so it might take time to come back to that one to really feel some of the nuance of it. From here, we're down on our back. We're going to bring our arms out to the side so we have a nice wide position. From here, keeping that neutral, we take an inhale. On the exhale, we connect through the glutes, lifting the pelvis straight up. We inhale, we fold and lower right back down from the hip. We exhale, connect, press down through the feet and lift. Inhale, we fold and lower down. 2 more. Exhale, connect, lift. Inhale, we fold and lower down. 1 more time, we exhale, connect, lift. Inhale, we fold and lower down. From here, on that exhale, we connect from that neutral, we lift straight up. Now, instead of folding straight down, we're going to rotate. So my right hip is angled down, my left hip is angled up. My knees and my feet are parallel. I break and lower down, so it's like I'm tapping my right hip to the mat. I press through the feet, come up center. Now I rotate, so my left hip is down. I fold lower, press up, come center. Make sure those obliques are still pulling up so you're not sinking into the lower back on the way down or as you lift up. It's just the rotation of the pelvis down, keeping full shoulders down, lift. 4 more here. 4. Press up. This is 3. Press up. This is 2. Press, lift. This is 1. Press, lift, stay. Go ahead and roll the spine all the way back down. We're going to keep it here. We're going to take the right leg, cross it right over the left, turned out. Then from here, just let the shape rock side to side. Just getting a nice easy movement. And this can be as fast or as slow as you want. Trying to keep both shoulders down. And then take that leg completely, cross it over so it's parallel. See how that changes the stretch through the hip. Just easy rock side to side. Coming center, bringing your right foot down, taking the left foot, crossing, turning it out first, rocking side to side. I know it feels a little silly when we're being so controlled, and then we just let the body go. Feeling a nice rock, just loosening up the tissues, loosening up the fascia. And then we're going to take that left leg, cross it, so it's parallel, keeping that rock going. And they can be big and smaller here, or slower, really playing with the range of motion. And then we're going to come center, grabbing in behind your thigh, coming all the way up to a seated position. We're going to come so we're in a spine twist exercise, okay? So we've all been here focusing on the 3 rotations. If you've done my classes before on this channel, you're familiar with that exercise. So we're going to take that, but we're going to change it, okay? So we're going to be going through more full, like thinking of a screw or unraveling your body. We're going to be rotating to the right first. And because we're rotating to the right, I need you to have your left foot in front of you. Okay, with your right foot in front, it won't work. We're going to bring our arms out to the side. We're neutral, sitting on top of the sits bones. On the exhale, we're doing 3 rotations to the right. We rotate 1, 2, 3. And on the third one, you're going to bring your right hand down, your left hand down, and then push all the way up, unraveling the body, coming up into a pike. And then start with the lower body, spiraling all the way down. We come back to our seated position. And again, we exhale 1, 2, 3. Keep going. Hands rotate. Feel the whole spine, hips, pelvis ring out. And then scoop, pull everything back. Again, 1, 2, moving all the way. Push up. And then curl, control all the way back. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Spiraling up. And then unraveling. Coming back down, switching that cross, right leg in front, arms out to the side, 3 rotations to the left. 1, 2, 3, left, right, everything lifts. Really think of pushing away, pulling up, and then bringing everything back down. Again, 1, 2, everything spirals up. And then everything comes back. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Lift. And then start lower body. Coming back last time. 1, 2, 3. Spiraling up. And then scooping. And coming back. Nice. Legs are reaching straight back up. We're in line with the mat again. We're just going to have our arms open to the side, moving into our saw. From here, we're going to rotate over the right leg. We're going to nod the chin, round the spine forward. So it's like we have that left hand reaching over the right. We're stacking the spine all the way back up. But then from here, we're going to roll now off the sits bones, finding the right elbow. And then we're going to rotate. So we're on our right hip, left arm reaching overhead. Then you can stay here enjoying this stretch. If you want to add on, use that outer glute. Pick up the pelvis and lift. We bring the pelvis down. We rotate back. So we're sitting in rotation towards the right. And then we come center. Then we spiral to the left. Nod the chin round forward, taking your time here. Feeling the stability through the pelvis. We stack the spine back up. We roll back, finding that left forearm. Then we let the body rotate to the left hip. Staying here or lifting the pelvis up, stabilizing through the shoulder. We bring that left hip down. Rotate back so we're seated on the pelvis, but rotated to the left. And then we come center. Again, take an inhale. Take an exhale as you round forward. Inhale, stack up. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, spiral and lift. Exhale, lower the pelvis. Coming up. We inhale. Spiraling over. We exhale, nod the chin and round forward. Stack the spine up. Begin to roll back, find the forearm. Let the body rotate. Lift the pelvis. We're in extension. We come down, rotate, left, And center one more time each side. Hopefully we're getting the flow of it now. Nodding around. Stacking back up. We roll back, find the forearm. We come to the side, staying with hip down or lifting hip up. Coming down, we swing back, sitting up or rotated to the right. Coming center, last time, spiraling, rounding forward. Stacking back up, rolling back, finding your forearm, coming to the side, lifting the pelvis, coming down, coming back up, sitting in rotation, and then spiraling back center. Awesome job. We're going to come up now to our hands and our knees. We're going to have your left knee bent. Your right leg is going to be out to the side. Foot is flat. Again, pushing away from the mat, feeling a nice long line with your upper body. From here, we're going to take your right arm. You're going to reach it forward. You're going to circle it back behind. And then as we bring it back in front, you're going to sit the hips back, getting a nice stretch forward. As we pull forward, we reach that right arm forward and lifts, rotating back. And as we bring it down in front, we sit back. 2 more. Coming forward, we lift, up, rotate, coming down, and sitting back. 1 more time. We lift, up, open, down, and sit back. Coming back up. We're going to pull that right knee in. Left leg is coming out to the side. Same idea, that left arm now comes forward. We circle back. As we bring it back down, we sit back, getting that nice stretch. We pull forward as we reach that left arm, circle up, coming down, sitting back as you reach. 2 more. Up, reach. Big circle rotating from the rib cage. Down and forward. Last time. Up, reach. Circling around and sitting. We're going to pull forward. We have both knees in. Let's take a moment sitting back into a shell stretch. And now we're going to transition into a standing position. So what I'm going to have you do is curl your toes under. Walk your hands back. And then roll through the balls of the feet. So we're in like this little curled position. Taking a moment, feeling a nice stretch through your back. So we're like making that rolling like a ball almost shape. Then as you press the heels down, you send the hips up. Getting that deeper stretch through the back. And then we're going to push through the feet. Coming all the way up into a standing position. Okay, so now from here, we're going to nod the chin. We're going to round the spine down. Hands are reaching over the toes. And then we're going to walk our hands forward. Just a few steps. So we're still in, say, like a tight position. So if you're familiar with the reformer, thinking almost round back elephant. I'm pushing away from the mat, scooping up through my abdominals, maintaining this rounded spine. Inner thighs are connected together. Now both of my knees are going to rotate towards my left knee. And as I bend, reaching my knees forward towards my elbow, I'm scooping my abdominals up
And then as I lift my hips, I rotate so my knees straighten and come center. Now again, it's just that lower body. I rotate knees to elbow. As I bend, I'm thinking of scooping up through my abdominals. And then I push and spiral center. Then scooping up through the obliques, feeling that rotation through the lower body. I push and come center. And again, it's a small rotation, but then I'm bending. Push up, come center, going left, right. Rotate, bend. Push, center. Rotate, bend. Lifting through the abdominals. Push, center. 2 more. Bend. Push, center. Last time. Rotate, bend. Push up, center. Walking the hands back, rounding over the feet. Then press down through the feet. Rolling all the way back up. Now we're going into a full plank position. We're going to nod the chin, rounding the spine forward. Hands coming down to the feet. We're walking our hands out. So we're in a full high plank. Now the right knee is going to pull in. So my right foot is at my left knee. I'm going to rotate to my left, reaching my right leg underneath. Then I continue to open my body. So I'm coming into a side plank. Now I rotate from my rib cage. Hand comes down. Then I pull my foot back. I come center. Step it back. Left leg in. Rotate lower body. Step the foot. Continue moving with the upper body. Coming back. Upper body. Pull foot. Spiral lower body. Step back. Walk the hands back. We're going to roll all the way up, doing that again. This time we're going to start rotating to the right foot, so your left leg will move first. We nod the chin, rounding down. Hands come to the mat. We're walking out, finding that high plank. Left leg pulls, we spiral, reach, rotate. Moving down, pull the foot in, step back, right foot in, spiral, continue moving, good. Upper body down, pull foot, step back, let's try one more time each side. Pull in, rotate lower body, continue moving with the upper. Taking your time, coming through, pull the foot and step back. Last time, in, rotate, step, continue on. Beautiful, moving down, pull, step, back, bending both knees. Let's keep the feet together. Bring the knees nice and wide. Send the hips back. Get a nice stretch through the back. Reaching the arms. You can let the forehead come all the way down to the mat. Taking a few breaths here. Then we can let both hands come over beyond the right knee. Letting the sits bones shift over a little to that left heel. Taking a breath, breathing into that left side. And then we'll take both hands, bring them through center, over to the left. Bring your sits bones over towards the right heel. Getting that stretch through the right side. We walk both arms back center. We're going to roll the spine up. Again, giving yourself a big hug. Be very fitting
to finish with some spirals. So this from the rib cage. We're going to let the body round forward. And again, these are as big or as small as you need them to be. 2 more this way. Rotating forward. Coming back up. Last time this way. Exhale, we spiral forward. And return back up. Reversing it here. Turn around. Flex forward. Around and up. 2 more. Using your breath. Returning up last time. Exhale, circling around. And returning up to vertical. Hands come down. And you guys did it. Awesome job, everyone. Thank you so much again for joining me here on the mat. And I hope you join me again soon for another workout. Thanks, guys.